what have you laid out so far that'll be different to this year, and why?
What have I laid out? Lots. So are you talking just specifically to the offer itself or
Just
everything?
across the business, what are we doing differently?
Very clear and direct messaging, and targeted strategies, and the ability, or just like more exposure to our audiences.
Yeah. So I believe Fit and Learn are the same. So we're 19 pieces of content per week.
Yeah, so it's like the marketing strategy is there, but what I think is like, I feel like we were just good at that already. We've just turned the volume up on that, and it made it slightly more targeted.
Yeah.
The thing that you're going to see the biggest shift in is language and like, specificity.
Yeah.
It's like very key on the language, very key towards like a specific, even more specific, specific outcome, specific timeframes, and then just more of us, like in more places. That's not just Instagram.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's probably the biggest overarching thing. It's like,
so
it's been a messaging issue.
Yeah.
And then it's been like, you don't pop up enough.
Yeah. So it's
issue.
a big shift, in my opinion, a big shift in terms of content. So we've always lent on 2 podcast clips, 1 behind the scenes, training kind of info kind of vibe. So we've gone from 3 to, and then you have the podcast episodes 4. Those are all shared. So 6, 7 plus a couple of clips is 8, 9. So 9 pieces of content total across YouTube, Shorts, and Instagram. That's going to go to 19.
Yeah.
So 2 posts a day, Monday to Thursday, 1 per day over the weekend.
It's 2 out on a Sunday. So
2 out on a Sunday.
Yeah.
We've got 4 collabs from the 4 coaches, results based.
Yep.
Then we've got our kind of what we call our campaign content, which is like either problem solution or client had problem, this is how we solved it story.
Yeah.
We're going to kind of change how we deliver or how we answer questions on the pod to make them more direct. So the messaging's clearer.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So that's just in content creation. Then we've obviously had a full year of like more the guide kind of approach to the lead magnets.
Yeah.
Is that changing, staying the same?
We still go like sometimes the offer will be a lead, like the lead generator will be a magnet, but I think we need to I think we need to do more on everything outside of the magnet.
Yeah.
Like the magnet is not the major reason that you are putting the magnet together.
Yes.
It's like it needs a very good, kind of messaging sequence before and after it to give people value. We've used the magnet of like, this magnet needs to be the best thing ever because when people read this magnet, they're going to get so much out of it. When realistically, it's like you need to create a really cool, attractive thing that has a great name. And then the people who aren't really, no one's going to open it because statistics show that. And then in the email sequence, you need to provide a wide variety of like messaging and value in that. And then on the other side of that, at some point, you're going to hit them with an offer that they can't refuse.
Yeah. Because they've seen enough headings that it sounds like them, basically.
Yeah.
Yep, that's it. It's
If
like
we're honest.
told enough stories,
Yeah.
giving them short form content to take in, long form content for the ones that want to take it in, results, etc., testimonials, and then it's like, hey, this is what we do, this is what you want. If you downloaded a body transformation checklist, like you obviously want to transform your body.
Yeah.
It's like, do you have any questions? Boom, let's do this.
Yeah.
So overall, get more of our faces in more people's faces.
It's just, it's like
more frequently.
How do I describe it? So close, but we're just missing the sequence.
Yeah.
And now
It hasn't been specific enough.
Yeah, now we're testing. Yeah, so now it's like double down on the messaging.
Yeah.
Like as in, we're even getting told like next year is like micro niche shit. So it's not even like you're in a niche.
Yeah, it's not tradies, it's plumbers.
Yeah,
and it's not it's not plumbers. It's
plumbers who
air conditioners.
Yeah, that's it. It's like we're talking like micro niche. So we're trying to double down so much on like a person, the outcomes, and what they can expect to get from us.
Yeah.
And then from that, everything else rolls out after it. It's like, right, this magnet is going to be communicated in a way that I know this person like searches on the internet.
Yeah.
I know they think about it. I know they look at that, YouTube thumbnail or that caption on TikTok and click on it.
Yeah.
And then it's like from there, it's like, okay, so now that you've gotten said thing, these are all the sequences of messaging that are going to give you value to show we're really fucking good at what we do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Learn's kind of the same. So we've changed the tagline of Learn to earn 10K months and still be a fucking good coach. Like that'll be what Standout PT is now. So it's like, again, more specific. People that making $1,000 to $1,500 a week that are frustrated, that want to add $1,000 to $1,500 more. This is how to get there. Because you can grind your way to $1,000.
Yeah.
Or you can just buy our first $1,000 a week, which is our secondary offer.
Yeah.
So taking we solve problems for personal trainers to the person in the health club that's making between $1,500 and $1,500 a week, we can take you to $2,500 a week.
Yep.
In 6 months, and that's what we do, and we're exceptional at it.
Yep.
So yeah, I think the specificity around everything goes up.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the willingness to promise outcomes too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which puts more pressure on making the outcomes better.
So I'm sitting here and I'm like, powerlifters that want to look good, powerlifters that are scared to admit that they want to look good because they come from a history of either like disordered eating or like,
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
like, and
So
it's
you
like,
Just keep going.
And it's like-
just lean the fuck into
cool.
that.
Yeah, I feel like that's why it's worked.
Yeah. That's it. Yep. Agreed.
That's so cool.
And it's usually like it happens organically too.
Yeah.
It's like I just started to get people that were like, hey, I want to do the STC photo shoot and the lift off.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden, like, that's my reputation is you look good and you're strong.
You already gave them the direction, but now it's like given like really, really, really.
Well, I think as a solo or personal brand, like you can cultivate that message because if you are original and just lean into your passions and your values, like you'll be able to build that.
Yeah.
It's when it's a brand.
Yeah. So we're talking with like what you're unpacking. It's like that takes you to 10K months.
Yeah.
Like that understanding of who they are, and that's what I did in the gym. That's what you've done online. It's just like I've got 3 of these people. Now I've got 9 of them.
Yeah.
And the referral network's enough and it works and I keep my clients for fucking 18 months. So I've had 30 online clients for 5 years.
Yeah.
And now you zoom out to...
We want to go from 10K months to 100K months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or from, what are we at?
80.
Like 30? No. Yeah, I think we're at 40 right now.
Yeah.
So we want to go from 40 to
at
100.
least to at least double in a bit.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, what's that step?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's not you can't run that just on
Correct.
referrals. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just being good.
And just showing up and, just the messaging and shit.
Love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So exciting at the moment, guys. I love that you guys are like really... It's like the people that sign up to Standout PT and don't like fully...
Do it.
Don't fully... Yeah. By the way, guys, anyone that's done Standout PT, we can see how many modules you've opened and when you open them. Just saying, by the way.
Don't scare them.
Scare them
Just come
into
to
doing...
fucking workshops.
Yeah.
Right. But it's like you guys have like gone in and you've been the student. So like it's so funny that I've became a better squat, bench and deadlifter and a better power lifter after stepping away from powerlifting but coaching it for so long. Because like being able to cue myself in it was so much easier. And I'm like, oh yeah, duh. So like when you're in it and it's like you guys have become better students by being teachers for so long.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and we've always been this.
Yes.
I've always
You just had to
loved
trust.
to learn.
We
You've
just
just had
needed
to
the
trust the person.
We just needed the rabbit. The greyhounds were
That's
ready.
it.
Greyhounds
That's
are
it.
ready.
We
They
just-
needed the rabbit
Yeah,
to chase.
That's it.
Yeah.
We always, yeah. That's always the way we've been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Feedback. We've done 3 months of work in 2 weeks. It's pretty cool.
Work ethic is never an issue.
Yeah.
No.
It's highly tied to my values,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it's like I will always work hard. And now we're just like
Now you're applying it too, though. Like you guys are so good at, and like for people, I guess like me that do get nervous with that stuff, and it's like I want to learn it perfectly before I do blah blah blah. You guys are like, cool, learn the thing, apply it. I'd rather fuck it up and then refix it later when I know how to fix it. And it's like, faster action means faster results, means faster turnover, means faster ability to make those decisions again. And
Yeah, and it sounds cliche because it's like it's the Hormozis, it's the Codys, it's those names that are always like speed is everything.
yeah.
But that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's like so
Absolutely.
the 10 modules we've done turns into one marketing plan.
Yeah.
That's
we
huge.
implement that next week.
We've already tested the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
and our like it has to be done is like Monday.
Yeah.
And you know
So
what's
then
great?
it's like, okay, we've got 4 weeks worth of data. So the person that took 10 weeks
Yeah.
to get through all the modules and start probably still takes another 2 weeks to actually execute.
What about the person that booked their call for January and
Yeah.
your marketing plan's already in place?
So we've got 12 weeks more data on the effectiveness of the plan than that person.
Yeah.
Than us if we waited that time. So
Yeah.
it's a no-brainer for us to just fucking send it, basically.
Yeah. It's just always the way we've been anyway.
Yeah.